last thing I'm gonna speak on tonight because this one was heavy on my soul. I'm tired of the fake alpha males online boosting up these brokies' heads and making them all think that they high value. Sir, nothing about you is high value. Your bank account's not high value. Your morals and standards ain't high value. Even your car ain't high value. It's underwater and depreciated. But for some reason, they got y'all hyped up, making you think that you're in the top 1% just because you got promoted to the team lead at the Amazon warehouse. It's 2021. Most of us women nowadays, we making more money than a lot of y'all dudes. We the niggas with the money. So for you to be thinking that you have value out here and that your poor character morals, you can make up with it with your bank account. Some women can be bought, but guess what, baby? Not all of us can be bought.
Hello, guys. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Woman Exodus. How are you guys doing? Like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please also say hello and chime in the comment section. I really do enjoy the conversation. I enjoy the feedback. I enjoy talking and having dialogue with like-minded, divested Black women. So if you have an opinion, even if it's a differing opinion, or if you have a contradictory opinion or disagree, feel free to sound off below in the chat and in the comment section. I really do enjoy and encourage the dialogue. Also, if you have tips for content, please feel free to email me at lexusexoduschannel@gmail.com. And this is another installment of my daily series called the Blackistan Zoo that premieres Monday through Friday at 6:30 ET, where I talk about the animals, monsters, derelicts, and dusty zetas commonly found in Nicaragua and Blackistan. So before we get into today's installment, I really do want to encourage you guys to continue to engage. Like I indicated on yesterday's video, this will be a daily series that I'll continue throughout the month of April. At the end of April, I will pause for a second just to review the engagement and to make sure that, I'm getting an ROI on this series. This is not a monetized channel for obvious reasons. In addition to that, I don't advertise my Cash App. I really do this because this is a passion project for me and because I want to help save as many Black women from Blackistan as possible. So all I ask for you guys to do is just to like the content. So pause for a second and like the video, and then also comment below, even if it is just you guys saying hey, and just chime in to let me know that you guys are listening. Anywho, enough of that. So today's Blackistan installment is going to be on the Niggadactyl. And I was listening to Miss Archduchess, a video of hers recently, and I heard one of her followers use that term, and I wish I knew her name, but I was like, yeah, that would be a perfect installment to profile the Niggadactyl on the series, the Blackistan Zoo series. So that's what today's episode is going to be about. So first off, we're going to go through a brief profile of these creatures, and then we are going to look at real life stories and real time instances of these creatures, and we're going to examine them in their natural habitat. So profile of the Niggadactyl. So their habitat, so they are found throughout your hoods, your projects, and ghettos all throughout Blackistan and Nicaragua. They're oftentimes featured on the Mari show, where we see a lot of these animals highlighted during paternity episodes. So their appearance, they are very ugly. They're very hideous, very unattractive. They come in all shapes and sizes. So Niggadactyls, on average, they can be short, so they can be anywhere from 5'3" up to 6'3", and can be very tall. Or they can be as small as 140 pounds, but can weigh as large as 300 pounds. So these Niggadactyls, these animals, come in all shapes and sizes and packages. They are just found commonly throughout Blackistan, and they can be any size and shape. So their behavior, so they're very idiotic, they're very unintelligent, very inarticulate, very immature, very irresponsible. And the main identifying behavior of these creatures is they love to have unprotected sex, and they really, really enjoy creating children that they refuse to be responsible for after. So they're very promiscuous, very, very hoish, and they have casual sex with several women, typically mammies, typically mules. They'll sometimes even impregnate Mylene, Becky, and Maria. But their identifying characteristic is that they produce children that they abandon and that they refuse to accept responsibility for. So, fun fact: because of this nasty behavior, this promiscuous behavior, most Niggadactyls you'll find are also mixed with the dirty dick dog species, which is one of the animals that we profiled last week. So that is your profile of the Niggadactyl. Let's look at this creature in its natural habitat. So this first clip is going to be something that I saw on Tanya TKO's channel. She is a very, very well-known relationship expert, Black woman who also oftentimes highlights what not to look for when dating. So she released a video really highlighting and illustrating this animal, the Niggadactyl, in their natural habitat. So let's see.
Old school, like on some real shit, like bitch. Oh man, I don't know what's wrong with you hoes, fool. Like on some real shit, like bitch. You what you doing that for? I told you what was up since the jump. I don't give a fuck you got me on Facebook. I don't give a fuck what these folk got to say. What the fuck? Again, bitch, that ain't my child. I don't give a fuck that baby, bitch. Fuck you. What the fuck? What the fuck you think this is? What you want, a happy relationship? You want a family? What? You want a family? Bitch, you got me fucked up. I got a family, and it definitely ain't with you. Fuck that baby. Fuck your people. Fuck who feel some type of way. On phone them. On my dad's son. I don't get no fucks. What the fuck you thought it was? I told you that. Child support who? How they gonna put me on child support? I ain't taking no DNA test. I ain't even coming to the hospital. I don't give a fuck that baby look like I shitted it out. Fuck you and fuck that child, bitch. What the fuck? You gonna post on Facebook? What? what you think they gonna do? Shit. Yeah. Who gonna do something to me? Shit. Nobody. What the fuck? You talking about some child support?
What a stupid nature.
Baby, you ain't getting $1 out of me. Not a cent. You know the courthouse. What the fuck you thought it was? I ain't even paid my court. I ain't even paid my PO. Oh. You think I'm gonna pay you? Oh, he been to jail now too? For a baby that I don't want? If it is much, you a crap. You stupid. You must don't know who the fuck I am. What the fuck? What did you get out of putting me on? What did you get out of that? Some laughs? If anything, yeah, it looks stupid. Cause shit, I told you. What the fuck? I don't want that. No. So your baby father, whoever fuck the child is, fuck that baby. Fuck you. Shit, fuck your people. Any day want smoke, pull up. I'm in a whip, as you see that. Full tank, on guard. All that.
Yeah.
Shit, baby, I don't give a fuck.
All right. So I didn't even
this man.
I didn't make it.
This man is going on Facebook Live denigrating his alleged child's mother and berating her and publicly just really just disrespecting and degrading her. So he says on this video, fuck her baby, fuck her child. He says that he has a family of his own. So this is typical Niggadactyl behavior. They'll have casual sex, unprotected sex with several women with anything with 2 legs. Sometimes they'll have 4 legs because we know that these niggers like to fuck animals. And then once they create children out of these awful instances, then they deny these children and refuse to accept responsibility for the children that they create and that they bring into this world. This fool, this Niggadactyl, even talks about and brags about how he doesn't pay his PO, which is slang for probation officer in Blackistan. So he just has the highest, most wonderful, admirable character because he has a probation officer. So this is just a wonderful, wonderful guy, classic, amazing individual, obviously. Yeah, this fool. I think even like I'm not going to play too much more of this, or maybe I'll play a little bit. Let's play a little bit more of this so you guys can really see this fool and these creatures, these Niggadactyl characters in their true form.
This far into the video when I clicked on it. Like I said, we take small snippets and respond that we may gather and.
Oh, don't be no.
Wait, he's laughing about what now? Let's see.
So, I'm here. I'm in Chickasaw. Y'all want to meet a preacher? We gonna meet a preacher. We
Chickasaw?
You can even come to my job. I'm phoning grade. I'll beat your ass at work while I'm on the clock. On my mom. Fuck you thought it was.
This person is lost.
I got him mad because I don't know how I got him mad, fool. Cause get what? On my mama. I done left the bitch alone and everything, fool.
All right, let's continue.
I'm not doing nothing. You heard Kodak said. Ugly ass deadbeat.
He is an ugly
ass deadbeat. Oh, baby, I take care of my son. What you talking about? How can I be a deadbeat and I take care of my son? I take care of my children.
What a big dummy.
Hey, fuck plan B. Fuck that, like I told you. Go get that motherfucking abortion. How somebody want to be with you? Because them lies I tell. That's why. I got so many lies, baby. I tell you a lie. Why you fuck a raw nut in her then? Baby, I ain't nut in her. That's what y'all feel to realize. I ain't nut in that bitch. The fuck? I tell you, if I nutted in the bitch, the whole gang would know if I nutted in the bitch.
How would everyone know what karma for real?
I don't believe in karma. If your girlfriend stays she's stupid, because ain't no way.
So this is your typical dumb, ignorant, inarticulate, uneducated nigger. I don't know if you guys, it's hard to even understand what he's saying. He's speaking gibberish because he can't even speak basic English. But to translate that for you, to translate that Niggadactyl native tongue, that native language, what he says is he gets someone pregnant and he tells her, fuck plan B, she needs to get an abortion. And it's like, nigga, wear a condom. Wear a condom, you know. And one thing that I will respect about my ex, even though he is a loser naker, is that when he was very, very, very young, he actually consulted a physician to get his balls cut because he knew he didn't want to have children. He later intentionally impregnated me to trap me, but that's another story. But here's my thing. Get your balls cut. If you want to have all the sex you want, child, have all the sex you want, nigger. Populate the world with a bunch of little junior Thai roaches that look just like you shitting them out, like you said verbatim. If you want to do that's fine. But if you don't, fucking wear a condom. Use contraception. Get a vasectomy, better yet. Because you claim you already have this family that you take care of, these children that you take care of. It is very fucked up and very selfish to bring another child an innocent child into this world who didn't ask to be here, and for you to respond with that type of behavior. So this is obviously the Niggadactyl is a person who has a very, very low level of intellect and makes very silly, problematic decisions. Let's look at this next video of a Niggadactyl in their natural habitat. getting married, and this nigger's baby mother crashes his wedding for abandoning her and her child.
Do you earnestly promise before God and these witnesses that you will love her, love him, comfort him, honor, and obey him?
No, Anthony, you act like you don't know me. What, you didn't take your psych meds today? And you got it on my eye? And I got your baby here?
All the duty.
Anthony, I know you hear me. You better get out of my mama worried. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Okay. Yeah, ain't that sad? Ain't that sad? So I don't know if this was easy to comprehend what was happening, but this is a video of a Niggadactyl in true nigga form getting married to someone, although he's created a side baby. So his side chick baby mama crashed his wedding and humiliates this woman and humiliates her family. And if you really look at the video, let's see if I can rewind this. Yeah, so judging by the back profile of these people and the hot dog pack rolls and the back of his neck, these are not spring chickens. These are not young people who are in their 20s. These are seasoned, older people who have lots of life experience and who are a mature couple. And I feel so sad for this woman and for Black women, because instead of just dating out and opening up, your options, these women like this will just hold out for these unicorn Black men that, Kitten Samuels and Tommy Sodomizer and all these hoteps like to pretend are out there when they really are non-existent. Because statistically, we know that Black men only make $40,000 a year if they're lucky. We know that they are very, very likely to be felons or ex-convicts or in prison. We know that statistically, they are likely to have multiple children by multiple women, and how they're uneducated on average, and are just not professional eligible bachelors. They're not men that, when you look at their resume, that, you want to be with. But Black women will ignore these numbers and will ignore this data and will be delusional and will continue to hold out, and will grow old seeking this 4-leaf clover Black male that just does not exist. So we'll grow old, then suddenly we'll feel that biological clock ticking, and we'll settle, and we'll start ignoring red flags like this woman did, and this is what happens. Okay, so another instance is my son's grandmother, and she is his grandmother by marriage, and she is actually married to my son's grandfather. And here she is, she's about 50, and they got married maybe a few years ago. And it's so strange because, she is working 2 jobs, muling, and works full-time as a teacher, then gets off and works part-time at the mall, Bath and Body Works. And she met my son's grandfather, who has nothing to his name, has nothing. And she's a homeowner. She mules and works 2 jobs and has certain assets that she's cultivated. And this man that she married, my son's grandfather, literally had nothing to his name. And not only is she muling now and moved this man in, so she moved my son's grandfather in, but she also moved in his adult 30-something-year-old sons into her home, where she's working 2 jobs. And it's just so crazy because I understand the thought process because I'm a woman, but it just doesn't really make sense to me because I know, you get to a certain point and you're like, I don't want to, die alone. I want to have a partner. I want to, create a family. But really, we would rather hold out and stifle ourselves by limiting our options and only dating within the community. And we'll end up getting old and going gray, and then just taking whatever crosses our path at that point and accepting whatever and lowering our standards, as opposed to just while young exploring your options and understanding and realizing that there's globally billions of men out here that we can date and that we have access to, and that can be more viable and that can be better options for us, and that can really provide the things that we're looking for when it comes to men and masculinity, that can provide for us, that can love on us, that can be faithful to us, that can treat us well, that can protect us and provide for us. We rather, totally eliminate and totally not even pay attention and ignore those options, and we'll hold out for these nakers, and this is what we end up with. It's like going to a pumpkin patch and expecting to find a zucchini. Like, statistically, we know the data shows that these men, these quote unquote high value men that they talk about, don't exist. But we will still hold out for these unicorns, and we'll end up growing old and become desperate. And then at that point, we'll take anything that's offered to us. This is so embarrassing. I mean, the side chick even talks about how the Niggadactyl dotted her eye. So he blacked her eye. So he's abusive. Not only is he a cheater, not only does he not, stand up to be a man and to take responsibility for his children, he also beats women. What a prize. Oh boy. Okay. Here's another interesting story where a man is interviewed because his child's mother almost dies, and you'll be surprised at his reaction. So let's see what we have here.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna die. I was really scared for my life. I was stung. I like caught a heart attack, It's just a shocking news to find out that your children mama got shot. Then you got to be stuck with your kids and hoping that she lives. Then you got to be stuck with your kids and hoping that she lives.
Do y'all see that shit? That's some bullshit. So here it is. This woman then got shot and talks about how she was on her deathbed and could have died. And they interviewed this Niggadactyl. And this fool was talking about he was upset because he didn't want to be stuck taking care of the fucking kids that he nutted up and created. These fools are crazy. The kids that he fucking created. So, and if you even look at the baby, so the baby even reacts to this bullshit. Look at the baby's reaction to his dad's fuck shit.
I was stung. I like caught a heart attack, It's just a shocking news to find out that your children mama got shot. Then you got to be stuck with your kids and hoping that she lives.
Even the damn baby is embarrassed. This poor baby is like, what the fuck? This dumb Niggadactyl.
And hoping that she lives.
Look at
and hoping that she lives. Stuck with your kids. And hoping that she lives.
The baby is embarrassed. This don't make no fucking sense. These fools are crazy. It's crazy. And I liken this to when I hear a lot of Niggadactyls slip up and say that they're watching their kids or they're babysitting their children. Like, dummy, what the hell? Like, I have a 9-year-old son that I'm very vocal about, and I talk about on here. And it's like, I can't watch my own child. I can't babysit my own child. It's called parenting, fool. And I just don't understand. I'm sure he talks about children, how it was it was hard for him to find out that his his children's mother got hurt. And so I'm guessing that they have multiple kids, but it's like, child, it did not take me long. It did not take me long to learn my lesson. It didn't take me long to learn my lesson. I had one 9 years ago. And my son's father does nothing. This Niggadactyl he doesn't do shit. We were married, and so once we got divorced, I really wanted to make sure that, he was involved in our child's life. And so I agreed to joint custody during our divorce, and I also agreed to share parenting. So our parenting agreement is 1 week on, 1 week off. But I later found out that this fool was simply dropping off my baby when he had him, when it was his turn to have him, to his parents. So my son, anytime it's his dad's weeks or his dad's parenting time, he just pawns them off to his grandparents. There's no financial contributions from him on his end. He's not spending any quality time. He might, at the most, get him once a month to go to Chuck E. Cheese or something, or to to take an Instagram picture. So, like, if he had him during Easter, then he would, of course, post a quarterly picture of him with our son, pretending like he's the perfect dad. But anywho, I say all that to say I'm doing this on my own. And now, thankfully, I've been married to a man who is amazing and who steps up to the plate and who's a better father than my child's own biological father is. But that situation traumatized me. It totally traumatized me to the point where even now, a decade later, I still am very reluctant and very apprehensive about having more kids. And my husband doesn't have any children. And he's a wonderful man. And, we've been together for about 6 years now. But still, I'm very terrified about having more children because of that experience. And he's kind of become acclimated to the fact he's become more acclimated with the idea of us not having more children, because he sees firsthand how hard it is and how difficult it is with his siblings and his nieces and nephews, and also with my 9-year-old. So he's kind of like really comfortable with that. But it sucks because it's like, oftentimes tell him like, oh, man, I wonder how a child that, we bring into this world, with us both being loving individuals, with us both being emotionally healthy, with us being financially stable, with how caring and how engaged of a partner he is. I really do wonder how it would be if, we decided to have children. But it's really something that we're on the fence about, especially me, just because I've been so traumatized about my previous experience with a Niggadactyl in Blackistan. So, okay, so let's look at this last story. This is a little bit older, but I really, really think it's relevant, of this man beating his baby mama on the bus publicly. And even though he is the father of her children, she's the mother of his kids, he beats her ass publicly and humiliates her. So let's look at this last story.
We seen it. You hit that lady. The fuck? I don't care if y'all got 14 kids together. That's not love. That's death, baby. Baby girl, that's not love. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? That's not love at all, Brianna. Brianna, if you love yourself, baby, you will get out of there. I'm telling you. Do you hear me? I walked around with black eyes for many years. Do you hear me? Don't do it. It ain't where it's at. Don't let him out. Fuck. Don't let him off this bus. The police on their way. Flat out. Man, police on their way. I've been called them. Fuck. No. Do you hear me? If you gonna leave, go ahead. Go ahead. Brianna ain't going nowhere. She not going nowhere. Brianna not going nowhere. Look, Brianna, you love your kids? You want your kids? You want to see your grandkids, Brianna? You gonna leave that situation alone. Tell you, I got 3 kids, but I ain't all of them ain't together. Come on. Don't do it. Calm down. Come on. No. I said, no. I'm getting mad at her. Come on. I want to pick my son up. Come on. Ball your fist up to me. Ball your fist up to me. Ball your fist up to me. I want you to ball your fist up to me. I ain't Brianna. I'm Tamisha. For real. Come on. Hey, come on. Brianna, don't get up, Brianna. No. Embarrassing, Brianna. He could have waited till y'all got in the house to do that. You do that behind closed doors. You don't never let nobody know what's going on in the relationship. Right there, he don't even respect you, baby. That's not respect or love. That's not respect or love. She not getting off this bus with you. Brianna not getting off this bus with you today. Sorry, man. Brianna not getting off this bus with you. Brianna, don't get the fuck up. Mr. Bushaba, lock that fucking door and call the MTA police. Don't let him go nowhere. You shut this door in so he can't. No, he need to go to jail. Fuck you mean? No. He be hitting your kids like that, don't he? Yes, he do. Yes, he do. Fuck out of here. I ain't gonna never accuse you of nothing because you're a mother. Don't let that man beat you. That traumatized your kids and everything. Do you hear me? That fucks them up in the head in the long run. Come on. She gonna get me locked up. Come on. No, you getting yourself locked up. That's not word. Come on, it's my word. The NCA cameras saying all that. Y'all see the cameras? There's cameras everywhere. The camera caught you banging on her face and choking her. Wasn't doing it. Hey, come on. You can't plead the fifth now, my nigga. Yo, I'm tired. I'm done. Come on. Brianna, don't get up. Brianna. Don't get up, Brianna. Yo, fuck her. Come on. Fuck me, Brianna. You don't know me. I'm your fucking angel. Do you hear me? I'm a walking testimony. That's what I am. That's what I am. Brianna, you don't gotta put up with that. Do you hear me? Brianna, you ain't gotta put up with that. It's places where you can go and you can get away from him. He won't even have contact with you. But that right there, I can see it happen every day. Brianna, if you love yourself and them children, you're going to get yourself out of that. Right. Do you hear me? You're going to love your children before you love yourself. Look at it. Do you hear me? Brianna, don't do it, Brianna. Go to the house of Ruth or something. Don't do it with him. He gonna try to beat this shit out you later on. Mm-hmm. Look at him. He acting like a fucking psycho. We on the paint by Spot Mercy Hospital. He acting like a fucking psycho. He just beat his fucking baby mother, whoever she is, to him, but she's a fucking girl and you're a man. Then I had this man stand up to him and said, hit me. How you hit her? And you didn't even hit that man. That man was in his face. That man was big as shit. Sit down, David. Sit down. Brianna, with the good, you can get more good. It's everywhere. Brianna, do you hear me? They can and do all that just like he probably doing. After he finished wiping the blood from your nose, right? Baby, I've been there. I done it. It ain't where it's at. It ain't love, yo. I don't give a fuck if y'all was together for 15 years. It ain't love at all.
You hear her?
Yeah, bitch, y'all.
So Woo. So we're gonna pause right there just to give a little bit of input there. this video is older but very, very relevant, and it is triggering because I've been in the same situation. I'm very vocal about how I was abused back in Blackistan by a disgusting nigger. This woman is going through this the same thing. And the woman who is recording this video, she talks about how that this Niggadactyl is banging her head in publicly in front of her kids. I don't know if you guys could hear or make out what's happening, but right before I paused it, she asked him, "How are you going to just disown your kids?" Lord Jesus, this is typical Niggadactyl behavior. They do not, they're so very, very problematic. They have a very illogical baseline. So their cognitive ability is very limited. They don't think about things. They don't think logically. They don't think things through. Very, very emotional, very bitch-like. And so oftentimes they will abandon their children. So they're characterized and identified by, they'll just abandon their children, but also they'll beat up and will hurt and harm and will do anything with reckless abandon to hurt the mother who has parented their children. So, we pause there. I think it's wonderful that this woman came to her defense, but I will say, Black woman, I would warn you, if you're going to do that, be very smart, be very calculated about how you do that. I would call the police silently. I've done the same before, and it puts you in a place where you're a prime target for these Niggadactyls and where you're vulnerable and can be hurt and harmed by these niggers. So I did the same before previously and intervened for a very close friend of mine. And both my cousin and I intervened on her behalf, and her boyfriend ended up attacking me and my cousin. And so here we are cussing him out, battling with him. And then a few days later, guess what? This bitch is right back with them. After that, I had to distance myself from the girl because it was clear that her toxicity was going to consume her. She dropped out of school shortly after. She ended up having a child out of wedlock, and just ended up ruining her life because of this nigger. And so I had to place distance between myself and this girl. And she was a very, very close. She was like a sister to me. But I knew that even back then, before I had divested, I knew that it was important for me to separate myself from other women who had that problematic thought process and problematic behavior and enabled that type of thing, and who were surrounded by nigger tyrones, because I didn't want to allow that to burn me, because my cousin and I could have been in a situation where we were critically injured by that nigger. We could have been in a situation where we were arrested or ended up getting a record because of that Niggadactyl nigger. And so I learned very, very quickly that it was not smart to continue to be friends with her and another woman like her. So let's keep going. Let's see what else we have here. So then we're going to fast forward to Brianna coming to this nigger's defense. It really is sad, but if like I know, this is normal in Blackistan. These mammies get abused and they get assaulted and they get victimized, and then cape and turn around and defend these men who have hurt them.
Oh, keep doing that, keep commenting it. Negative ass comments, like y'all not ready to keep doing that. Like y'all gonna get fucking blocked. Cause at the end of the day, y'all not in our fucking relationship. Y'all not with us every fucking day to know what's going on. Y'all don't know A to B to Z. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all need to mind your motherfucking business. I still have kids with this fucking man. I still have kids with him. I still gotta deal with him for the rest of their fucking lives, whether I like it or not. But y'all not gonna keep coming on his page with that dumb ass shit, yo. Keep your fucking comments to yourself. Keep it to your fucking self. I don't care who don't fucking like it. You don't have to like it. Y'all don't have to. Y'all wasn't on that fucking bus. Stop talking about this shit. It happened a whole year ago. We're good. We don't need none of that shit no more. And please don't report my video. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to hear me out. Because y'all not just affecting him like you affecting me too. I don't like that shit, y'all. Niggas can't even go outside without somebody saying something. Mind your fucking business. None of y'all relationships is perfect. None of them. And a lot of y'all bitches got snake beside your fucking head. Y'all back with y'all nigga. So you don't come with my piece with the shit. Don't. But I explain to y'all whole fucking histories for y'all to know. Y'all don't know shit. Y'all not with us every day. There's people still talking about this shit, y'all. It's been a whole year. A whole fucking year. Like, my baby phone posted a picture of me on IG. And I look irritated about it. Anyways, he was fussing that fucking day. I was mad. I ain't want him to take no picture of me. But he posted a picture of me looking irritated. And apparently, motherfuckers just started blowing up underneath the picture with comments, with negative comments talking about, oh, he probably still beating that girl and all of that.
Of course he is.
It's like, why do y'all even take the fucking time out of your day to go on somebody else's page with negativity? Worry about your own fucking self. I barely post anything on Facebook. I barely go live. I don't tell y'all shit. I don't know nothing because I'm not the type of bitch to go to fucking Facebook and put my whole life out there. I'm not that type of person. And obviously somebody 9 times out of 10 reposted the picture and said something. Because there's no way for y'all to like come underneath that page with the negative comments. I'm still talking about it, man. Like, niggas done moved on. I'm not getting my ass beat. I'm not. So stop with the shit, y'all. Stop. You see us in fucking public, don't come to me or him with that bullshit, y'all. For real. Go ahead with all that negativity. Y'all want to know so fucking much. I put my hands on that nigga first. Y'all don't even fucking know the hands, man. I used to fuck him up all the time, yo. And one day he just got tired. I threw a fuck this man when he's walking down the steps. I'm not saying it was right for him to fucking back, none of that. But I'm saying I started the shit first. Since y'all know so motherfucking much, I'm telling you what's going on. This man knows these motherfucking all of that. I hit him with place all types of shit. I done a lot. I done a fucking lot. But eventually he got tired. I don't know shit. It ain't nobody fucking business. But like, yo, every fucking day somebody say something about that fucking video, y'all. We want to live our fucking lives. Me and my family, we happy, we good. My man take care of me. He's taking care of me and his fucking kids. Make sure we good at the end of the day. None of that shit ain't going on. I'm not getting my ass beat.
Oh boy. Oh, so let's pause that Blackistani rant. Y'all, this is the type of shit that makes my head hurt. So here we just saw where this woman was getting her ass beat publicly. And another woman comes to her defense and publicly takes a stance and stands up for her. And in response, just like true mammy fashion, she makes a video afterward coming to the snaker's defense and is trying to explain it in this video. And it sucks because you can tell based off of this video, she has a baby face. She's a very young woman. I wouldn't be surprised if she's 18, 19 years old. With multiple children by this nigger. Good God, she didn't ruin her life. But this resonates with me because she's a dark-skinned girl. She has the natural 4C kinky hair. And so I can identify with her because, I understand her plight and I understand probably what's happening to her and where she's at mentally. Because you can see it's obvious that Blackistan has taken a toll on her and her self-esteem. This woman is broken. And she keeps saying they're good, they're good. No, they are not good. Their relationship is not good. Abusive men don't just magically get remedied and rehabilitated overnight. Even with serious therapy and intervention and even with being on psych meds, even then, their recidivism rate is extremely high. So there's no way that their relationship is all good. And I found this woman on Facebook and I wanted to kind of briefly review some of her profile pics because she is clearly in the sunken place. And so here she is. Here's Brianna. So this is from 2017, so she hasn't posted for 4 years now. So we can only hope that it's not because she was found in a back alley killed by this abusive nigger. I really pray that that's not the case, but here she is with the abusive nigger, with the Niggadactyl who impregnated her and beat her ass. She looks like she may even be pregnant in this picture. Maybe not. I don't know. Ugh. Here she is kissing the nigger. So she's clearly pregnant right here. Photograph with this disgusting, broken, abusive, violent nigger who is toxic and I mean, you know, I'll say it. I've said it before, and I'll say it over and over again. Anytime a man feels comfortable publicly disrespecting you or publicly abusing you, man, who knows? I can only imagine what's going on behind closed doors, because he's fucking her up within the privacy of their own home. Yeah, and she, you know, she's even talking about in the video about how he takes care of her, and it's like, bitch, you was just videoed on the bus. You know, and that's one thing, not to go down a rabbit hole, but I'll never understand women with a nigga at the bus stop. Because if I'm taking a bus, I'm single. Sorry, if I'm couch surfing, if I don't have a home or a mortgage in my name, or some type of lease for a rental property in my name, I'm single, fool. If I'm couch surfing, I'm single. If I'm broke, if I ain't got no money in my pockets, if I'm on public assistance, then I'm single, nigga. So it's just interesting, because it's like, save all that energy, all that anger. She needs to save that for that Niggadactyl, not for us. So in conclusion, like I always say, go black, you'll become a baby mama. You know, feel free to date black men, black women if you want to, and just look forward to becoming a single mother, because that's what will likely happen. You're signing up for the struggle bus, literally, in this situation, because she signed up for a life of impoverishment, riding the bus with her struggle Niggadactyl. She's probably, if she's still alive, I pray that she is. I wouldn't be surprised if she was found in somebody's back alley. But if she's still alive, she's probably experiencing a lifetime of muling, a lifetime of working multiple jobs and working hard, working her fingers to the bone, because she has to fill in the gaps for a worthless Niggadactyl that she got impregnated by. You know, this is just a life full of hopelessness, trauma, and tears. You know, and so this is just another illustration to divest, because it is totally different. There is a stark cultural difference in how other groups of men are raised and how they treat their women. So my Brad, for instance, and his family, they believe that the union of marriage is sacred and it's something to be honored and protected at all costs. And they love and pedestalize their wife. My husband worships the ground that I walk on. They provide and they protect their families. My husband, my Brad, is amazing, and he is a high value Brad who earns the higher end of six figures, who tells me I can quit my job any day I feel like it. They also honor and appreciate their wives, so you don't have to worry about being dragged through the mud. You don't have to worry about being hit on, abused, or cheated on, or mistreated. So I say all of this to say life is so much better on the other side. Please, 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 please divest Black women. Divest or die. I'm a living testimony. Until next time, see you guys. Bye.
Fellas, if y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.